Hi, my name's Lindsay and I'm going to be showing you how to make these beautiful crocheted Monstera coasters with the planter. For your supplies, you're going to need a medium 4 worsted acrylic yarn. I'm using burnt pumpkin. It can be found at Hobby Lobby. You can also use terracotta. And then light sage worsted 4-weight acrylic yarn, a 5.5 millimeter hook, a pair of scissors, a darning needle, and optional is the sloth ball. I'm also using a piece of string for a stitch marker. To start, you're going to want to make a magic ring or a magic circle, and then you will want to do 6 single crochets into that magic circle. You will then pull your tail tight, and then you are going to want to increase in each stitch, and you will end up with 12 stitches at the end of this round. You will then grab your stitch marker and place it, and you will want to single crochet into the next stitch and increase into the next stitch. You will then repeat that pattern all the way around until you have a total of 18 stitches. Once you've reached 18 stitches, you will then move your stitch marker up and you will single crochet into the next stitch, single crochet into the next, and then increase into the next stitch and repeat that pattern until you have 24 stitches. Once you have reached 24 stitches, you will then move your stitch marker up. You will then single crochet into the next stitch, single crochet into the next stitch, single crochet into the next stitch, and then you will increase in the next stitch. You will repeat this all the way around until you reach a total of 30 stitches. Once you have reached 30 stitches, you will then move your stitch marker up. Now for this next row, we are going to be crocheting this row in the entirety of the back loop only. In the back loop only, you will want to single crochet in the first 4 stitches, and then you will want to increase in the following 5th stitch. And you will repeat that pattern all the way around until you reach a total of 36 stitches. And just remember, this is in the back loop only for the entire row. Once you have reached your stitch count of 36, you will move your stitch marker up. You will then continue to crochet with a stitch count of 36 all the way around until you reach row 15. I am going to go ahead and crochet through row 15 off camera, but this is how your project should be looking so far. Here I am wrapping up row 15, and once I get to the end of this row and move up the stitch marker, I'm going to do what's called a double crochet 4 together. And in order to do this, you'll yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert a hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through a loop, pull through all 5 loops on the hook. And then you'll want to single crochet into the next stitch. Make sure to pull that single crochet tight. It helps form the bobble. It just makes it more of a circular form instead of flat, I guess you could say. So from this point, after the single crochet, you are then going to continue to do the bobble stitch single crochet pattern all the way around until you reach the very end, and I will meet you there. Now here I am wrapping up row 16, so I'm going to finish my final double crochet 4 together, and then in the next stitch, actually the last stitch of this row, I will then be doing a single crochet into that stitch. Now to finish this row, you're going to want to do a half double crochet into the top of the first bobble stitch. It helps line it up and prevents a dent from forming. Then chain stitch to fasten off your work. Go ahead and cut a tail long enough to sew and pull that through. Now from here you flip that sumbitch over and pull out your stitch marker, and it's pretty. Now we are going to start on the Monstera leaf, so you'll want to grab your green yarn and create a slip knot and chain 12. Single crochet in the first chain from the hook, half double crochet into the second, and then you will chain one and single crochet into that chain stitch you just created. You will then single crochet back into the stem and then single crochet again back into the stem. After this step is completed, you will then chain 4, remove your hook completely. You will then count up 3 chain stitches, insert your hook back through the third. You're going to loop your hook back around and pull that through, and then make a single chain stitch. From this step, you will then half double crochet into the chain 4 space. You will half double crochet again into the chain 4 space, and then do 3 single crochets into that chain 4 space. You will now single crochet back into the stem, and then single crochet again back into the stem, and then chain 5. Remove your hook, and you're going to count up 4 chain stitches on your second leaf, and you will insert your hook, go ahead and loop around, pull tight, pull that loop through, and chain 1 to secure that leaf. From this point, you will now half double crochet into the chain 5 space, double crochet, another double crochet, 1 more double crochet, a half double crochet, and 3 single crochets, all in that chain 5 space. You will now single crochet back into the stem, single crochet again back into the stem, and then you will chain 6. Remove your hook, and you will count up 5 chain stitches on the third leaf. Insert your hook through the 5th loop, go ahead and loop back around, pull that tight, pull your work through, and chain 1. You will then do 5 double crochets into the chain 6 space, a half double crochet, and 3 single crochets. Now do 2 single crochets back into the stem and chain 6. Remove your hook, and you're going to count up 5 chain stitches on the 4th leaf. You will then insert your hook in the 5th, attach your work, pull tight, pull that through, and chain 1. You will then half double crochet, 5 double crochets, 1 half double crochet, and 3 single crochets, all into that last remaining chain 6 space. You should now have 1 stitch remaining on your stem. Go ahead and single crochet into that last remaining stitch, chain 1, and turn your work to where it is facing you this way. Here is where we will single crochet 12 times back up the stem so we can do the repeat pattern on the other side. When you're completing this process, make sure you go through both loops on the hook so you can create an even leaf. And here's number 12, and after you do number 12, you will then chain 1 and turn your work so we can work back up the leaf. Now this is a repeat pattern, so what you're actually going to do is single crochet into the first stitch off the hook, half double crochet into the second stitch. You will then chain 1 and crochet back into that stitch, so it's seriously a repeat of the first side. Now you'll do a single crochet into the next 2 stitches on the stem and then chain 4. Remove your hook, count up 3 on the first leaf, insert your hook and attach and pull tight, and then chain 1. You'll then do 2 half double crochets and 3 single crochets into that chain 4 space. Single crochet into the next 2 stitches on the stem and chain 5. Remove your hook and you're going to count up 4 chain stitches on the second leaf. Insert your hook, attach, pull tight, pull through, and chain 1. Half double crochet, 3 double crochet, half double crochet, and 3 single crochet into the chain 5 space. Single crochet into the next 2 spaces on the stem and chain 6. Remove your hook and count up 5 chain stitches on the third leaf. Insert your hook, attach, pull tight, pull your work through, chain 1. You will then double crochet 5 times, half double crochet, and 3 single crochet into the chain 6 space. Single crochet into the next 2 stitches on the stem and chain 6. Remove your hook and count up 5 chain stitches on the 4th leaf. Insert your hook, attach, pull tight, pull your work through, chain 1. You will now do 1 half double crochet, 5 double crochets, 1 half double crochet, 3 single crochet into the chain 6 space. You will now single crochet into the last remaining stitch and then slip stitch into the next stitch and do a chain 1 to fasten off your work, and go ahead and cut a tail long enough for sewing in your ends. After you've completed 4 coasters, you'll want to take your darning needle and sew in your 2 remaining tails on each of the 4 coasters. And once you've completed that, you will then take your scissors and cut the tails off once these ends are secure. I always go through these at least 4 times at minimum, just because these are coasters. They will be maintaining some wear, so you want to secure them pretty well. And here they are, folks. I hope you all like that cup. It's a special one to me. Good friend got that one for me. But here is the pattern, and in order to form the planter, I just take these 4 and I kind of put them in like so, and it's just adorable. So please let me know what you think. I would love it if you liked and subscribed to my channel.